Hi, I'm LA Wilshire, and this is my review of the FIA Formula One British Grand Prix. Russell got bogged down on the start, as did Zhou Guanyu, allowing Latifi to slip between them both. Gasly tried to follow, but sadly, this just didn't work out. Russell touched Gasly and in turn tapped Zhou, whose car immediately flipped upside down. This was horrifying to watch, and I'm sure more so from Zhou's point of view. Joe escaped without serious injury, the halo in the cockpit saving his life as his Alfa Romeo car became lodged between the tyre wall and the catch fence. Albon also had an incident on the race start that saw him taking a trip to the hospital as he was pushed into the barrier and was hit numerous times by other cars. There was an immediate red flag because of both incidents. Russell wasn't allowed to restart the race because marshals had touched his car and put it onto their flatbed truck. But the rest of the Grand Prix was just as eventful. You couldn't turn around for a second. Leclerc and Perez came together, and the debris that came off Perez's car lodged itself into his teammate Verstappen's Red Bull, and this saw him struggle with the balance for the rest of the race. His most interesting and exciting battle was with Mick Schumacher towards the end, as the German caught him and did everything he could to overtake him. They finished almost side by side, and Verstappen just stayed ahead. But Schumacher claimed his very first Formula One points. Vettel had the best seat in the house, following close behind. Hamilton made the move of the day with a double overtake on Perez and Leclerc, as all three were battling for P2. The cheers from the crowd were unreal. The Alpha Tauris did a synchronized spin, and veteran Alonso kept himself out of trouble to finish in P5. Driver of the day was Perez for his mammoth effort to climb back up the grid from 16th to 2nd. But hero of the day was very clearly George Russell, who sacrificed his own race and his own safety to rush to Joe's aid, an image most of us will never forget. Hollywood megastars Tom Cruise, Keanu Reeves, and Caitlyn Jenner graced the F1, F2, and W Series paddocks across the weekend. And I met Mick Doohan. The Drivers' Championship still sees Verstappen leading, Perez in second, and Leclerc with a frustrating afternoon in P3. Red Bull remain at the top of the constructors, with Ferrari and Mercedes creating a sizable gap between the rest of the field. Well, I'll see you after Austria, which is coming up this weekend.